All right, hello everybody. Let me type out my message, get my room set up. Let's see here. All right, I got the thumbnail changed. I got to type out my message, guys. Let's, let me see here. Good morning. All right, I think I got everything set up. Hi, Sherry. I got to turn my air conditioner on. I am doing pretty good, but it is a very humid day here again. Now, let me see here so I can get this. Oh, it's only in the 80s. I'm not sure what our temperature is. Let me see. Well, it looks like we're in the mid 60s, but it's so humid. I have to keep running my air conditioner. So today I'm just going to work on these bands and maybe this right here to see. I kind of figured out what I'm going to do with the bands that wrap around here, but I don't know for sure what I'm going to do with these other things yet. So I think I'll zoom in a little bit. Thank you. I am liking it. I think it looks pretty good. I'll zoom in just a little bit more, maybe about like that. Something about like that, probably. Hey, Dee Dee, good morning. Just getting started this morning. Thank you, Dee Dee. I'm just going to be working on some of this trim right here. Like I said, I'll get this all finished up this weekend. I'll post it, and we'll be ready for something entirely different on Monday. Now, Sherry, you had mentioned to me pastels, and I don't exactly even know what pastels are. No, when I hear the word pastels, I think of chalk. But what I was going to say was I'm probably as ready to start kind of figuring out how to use those types of like pastels, for example. I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be because regardless as to when I start with something like that, adding some new type of medium, it's all going to be scary. So, well, that's good, Dee Dee. It may not be good that it had to be the way it is, but always takes me a little bit to get used to coloring with this brace on. It feels so much different. The pencil feels different. Even holding it in my hand, I feel like I'm going to be breaking the tip off. Anyway, what I was going to say, Sherry, was I'm open for recommendations. I can't really buy anything until next month, but I am open for recommendations so I know what to get. Okay, Sherry, thank you. And then I wanted to ask you about something else too, because you mentioned that sometimes it might help me if I were to make certain parts darker. Do you mean by darker, do you mean I should go with an even darker pencil or I should apply more pressure? And I did not have that on camera, the pencils. I'm having a hard time seeing this morning. My vision is a little bit blurry. I'll try to. Okay, because sometimes, I actually do apply more pressure, but I'm not getting any more pigment on the paper. And sometimes I probably could add more pressure. It's really hard to tell with when I'm wearing this brace because I just snap the tips off. It's really hard to feel how much pressure. A black grape. Okay, I remember seeing that. I have seen that in there. Derwent. Okay, I do have a Derwent. I got a couple of Derwent things here, but they're not colored pencils. I've got like a burnisher, and I have a Derwent. What's the other blending pencils? Well, now I remember you telling me about using black, Sherry. I remember you telling me about that before, and I did use black. I think I used black on the wrong picture, so then I tried using a dark gray. And currently, I've just been using whatever the darkest color is that I'm blending with. That's what I've been using as shadows. So I do see where maybe I should have yet another darker color. So that is certainly something I can be exploring. Well, I mean, I actually am exploring shading. Well, I will start. I'll start thinking about that as far as like adding a dark uh, shadow color. Ah, see now. Somehow I knew cotton balls were involved with pastels. I guess that's what made me think about chalk. It seems to me like pastels for me will be a good way to ruin a picture until I get more experience with it. You mean in this book? On this particular paper, it doesn't work good? I need a magnifying glass with a light so I can see these small spaces. Well, I guess I will look forward to getting my first set of pastels. Now, I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with this part yet. I'm just going to do something and hope it works out. Okay, so Sherry and Dee Dee, have you guys already kind of started looking at your Dr. Seuss that we're going to color and kind of have ideas of what you're going to do and stuff? Oh, so you were have to giving them advice and stuff on how to use different things. I looked at the page itself. I have no clue what I'm going to do. I know it's an entirely different type of page. It's an entirely different type of picture. Sherry, we're going to do both pages. It's all one picture. Hey, Duke, how are you this morning? let me zoom out and give Duke a look at the overall picture so far. This is so hard to do with this particular camera. It doesn't zoom good. So that's where we're at so far, Duke, right there. And I've just about finished the first tower. I got this one little section right here, and I have the first tower completed. Thank you, Duke. All right, let's zoom back in. Maybe a little bit more. Thank you, Duke. Now, Duke, have you seen Sherry's finished picture and Dee Dee's finished picture? Because they are posted on the channel on the viewer post page. Okay, yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but if you look at if you go to like the community page, and then you look at viewer posts, you will see both Sherry's candle page and Dee Dee's candle page. That is a new feature that YouTube has added. It's still not working on my laptop correctly. I cannot do comments. I can't read the comments or anything on my laptop. I don't know what's going on. I saw a comment from you this morning, Dee Dee, that said, "Oh, I love this." And I thought it was in relationship to that new feature. And I sent you a reply to that comment on using my laptop, and then everything disappeared. I don't know where it went, and I could not find it. So Yes, it is strange. I don't really know what's going on. But I do like that feature. I'm glad they added that. That's something I've been wanting all the time. The whole time I've been wanting a way to do that. I didn't like the way that everything had to be put on one page in one spot. So I like that there's a separate area for that kind of thing where you guys can actually post your own pictures. Okay, so I believe I have a completed tower. One completed tower. Thank you, Dee Dee. Now, see, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do on the other ones. They'll be similar, but this all these carvings, they're all different than this one over here. These are all real wide, and this one was all thin stuff. So now I'm going to have to figure out something different over here. I can't just go from here to here. I got to sit here and try to figure out what I'm going to do. All right, let me zoom in a little bit on this page, or not this page, but this part of this tower. Can I get the whole tower on there? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I bet you are, Dee Dee, after your experience with your finger. Oh, hi, Fernanda. How are you today? Well, Dee Dee, I think you probably had more than just your finger that was making coloring difficult for a little bit because you had to, like, get your roof fixed up and stuff like that too first, right? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, Fernanda. How are things in Chile? Oh, let me zoom out so I can show Fernanda so she can actually see the whole picture. There we go. So, Fernanda, I have this first tower completed. I just finished this one. Yeah, you're in the southern hemisphere, so your winter is getting ready to start, and my winter is just ending. Yeah, on this picture, Duke, I just colored the violin because Well, Sherry colored this picture. She did her picture while she was waiting for me to get ready to start this one. But when I lived in Hawaii, I had a purple violin. I had to leave it there. I couldn't bring all my stuff with me. So when I first saw this page in the book, I knew I was going to have to color that violin. Eventually I'll color the whole page, but I think it's a little more advanced than where I'm at. It's kind of funny because I thought that this guy actually reminded me of me a little bit. I don't have pointy ears, so I'll be doing this page eventually. I don't know when. But that's a Kerby Rosanes picture. Let's zoom back in over here. Maybe about like that. Let's see, let me turn this just a little bit. I'm just trying to get everything kind of lined up. There we go. That's better. Now, in that other page, there is a lot of motion swirling all around that guy. And if you guys haven't looked at Sherry and Dee Dee's pictures of this page, make sure you go check them out on the viewer post page because they've already completed theirs. I'm slow. So they've completed their pages. They're already posted. I'll post this one after I get done. Now, Fernanda, do you guys get snow and ice, that type of thing in your winters, or does it just get cold? I do remember that, Duke. The tortoise and the hare. Oh, okay. So in the higher elevations, you get snow. Hey, you guys are kind of close to the, well, maybe not real close, but closer to the equator. Well, Dee Dee, even if you did a background, you would be done by now. Oh, okay. So you live on the Pacific Ocean? Well, that's what I'm going to do, Dee Dee, with the neighboring page over here, the violin guy. It's just now beginning to kind of warm up where I live, Duke. it's kind of funny because over this past week, I've been having to run my air conditioner. But while I've got my air conditioner running, myself, I'm covered up with a quilt because it's cold. But it's been so humid, I've had to run my air conditioner. Duke, that is something I was thinking about. Just a couple of days ago, I was thinking maybe I should buy me a dehumidifier. Well, one might think that coming from Hawaii, that the amount of humidity that they have here would not bother me, but oh, it does. I'm gonna check those out on Amazon. Oh, okay, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I was thinking I'll have to keep an eye on it because I live in an apartment, so I'll have to keep my eye on it, make sure it don't flood. I've never had one before, but I was thinking about it a couple of days ago. Maybe I should buy one. Now, Sherry, you don't have a lot of humidity where you live, do you? Oh, okay. I'll make sure I look for one that has that shut-off valve on, a shut-off switch. I know I say this all the time, guys, but I really do not know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it and hoping for the best. Yeah, that's what I thought, Sherry. I've been in your neck of the woods before, and I was going to. I didn't remember it being a humid experience. Hey, Monty. Now, Fernanda, if you're not aware, you might be already. You can now add your own pictures on the channel. New feature YouTube has added. I need to go back with the blending pencil. I did not blend any of this over here. I'm just going to do this part right here. Oh, I'm sorry, Fernanda. I was saying you may or may not be aware already that YouTube has added a new feature where viewers can add their own posts on a channel. So you can now like add your own pictures here on this channel or other people's channels, as I guess as long as they have that turned on or whatever, which is a very cool thing, I think. I like it. Oh yeah, you definitely have to have a compressor. I see all these things advertised. They talk about it like it'll cool a room down in seconds. It's a water cooler. You put ice cubes in it and blow some air across them, and they call that an air conditioner. It's like people are crazy. Without a compressor, it's not an air conditioner. Well, that is a new feature. So Monty did our first test, and it does work. And then both Dee Dee and Sherry have posted finished pictures, and you are welcome to also. Everybody is. I would have no clue how to do that, Monty. Since how the only place my videos are published is on YouTube. So anybody that sees one of my videos already knows how to get on YouTube. Well, Duke, I can tell you that before I started doing this on this channel, it had probably been 50 years since I had colored a picture. Okay, Fernanda, it was good to see you. God bless you. Dee Dee, that does not surprise me. I actually think maybe I had seen, I know I saw someplace where I know I saw a tractor in a picture. I don't know if it was like the whole theme of the book, but I do know I had seen one somewhere. No, I'm just doing this stuff one piece at a time, guys. Trying to change up the colors a little bit. Oh, Sherry, that's kind of funny because, like, I know that there was one or two of the coloring books that I bought that it specifically said they were for women. Yeah, when I first ordered those books, I thought maybe YouTube would block my purchase because I'm not YouTube, but Amazon, because Amazon knows I'm not a female. Oh, wow. Tractors. I'll have to look that up myself, actually. In fact, I'm going to do that. Let me zoom out for a second so Monty can see the whole picture. Whoops. Oh, this camera fun is so hard to actually be able to zoom in and out with because it doesn't want to work. Oh, come on. I can't get it to pinch together because there it is, finally. Whew. This thing is so hard to, I wish that picture showed up better on my laptop than what it does. I cannot get the brightness correct or something. It just does not look the same as it does on the camera screen. On the camera screen, it looks really good, quite frankly, especially with all these done now. Let's see, we'll zoom back in. I like how all three of us were able to do the same picture and have different interpretations, even like with the people. Thank you, Sherry. I like how we were each able to interpret different elements of the picture differently, but it came out nicely. That's one thing I was telling Sherry, I emailed her, and I was telling her that after I saw her picture, it's kind of like, well, why do I even need to finish mine? Because I can't make it look as good as hers. But then I got to thinking it's not about as looking as good, because they just look different. One doesn't necessarily look better than the other. They just look different because we have different interpretations of what's on the page in front of us. And I have to remember that, being the kind of like with the less skills, learning new things and stuff like that. Yes, unique is the correct word. Mine just takes so much longer. Oh, you know what? Hang on, guys. Let me grab something right quick. I've got the garbage truck outside, guys. It's so loud I can't hardly hear myself talking. But I wanted to show everybody what we're going to be doing next. So I'm going to zoom back out, zoom the camera back out. And this camera is so difficult. It's so touchy. Every time I touch it, it just goes full screen and I can't get it to go small. It takes forever. Still can't get it. Come on. Uh, I'll get it sooner or later, guys. Well, maybe I'll get it. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't zoom a picture in. Shoo! I can't zoom in. We're just going to have to stay like that. Maybe we can see. I wanted to show everybody the next picture since we looked for it last time. No, that's on my cell phone screen. You have to pinch the screen to zoom in and zoom out, and it just doesn't want to work very good on my phone. I was just going to show everybody what we're doing next. So we'll be starting this one on Monday, guys. We'll do a double page. I just wanted to show that to everybody because when we tried to look the other day on Wednesday, I didn't have that page. And see, that's an entirely different style of picture. So once again, I'm going to have to figure out, well, what am I going to do? We'll zoom back in just a little bit here. I don't even know what those characters are supposed to look like. I'm going to have to look it up on the internet and see what Dr. Seuss characters are supposed to look like. Well, that is one word that came to my mind earlier this morning, Sherry. I was thinking about that page and I was thinking, at least it's going to be okay because it can look cartoonish because it is a cartoon. Yeah, I was thinking that pretty much you kind of can do whatever you want to in a way because he does have green eggs and ham, okay? So, oh, Dee Dee, now that you mentioned that, I had a friend who accidentally recorded over the wedding video. Uh huh. His wife wasn't happy. But they had that, they had that tab on the back of those cassette tapes that you could break the tab off and then you could not record over it. Well, I don't know when it happened, but I can tell you he is no longer still married to the same woman. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. Yep. Tim the Toolman Taylor. Now I'm just trying to use different values here, guys. I learned that word in the last week or so. Well, not the word, but I learned how to use it in relationship to coloring. Hey, Thomas, how are you today? Well, I hope you can get that taken care of, Thomas. And I can't give an opinion, Dee Dee, because I have never used either one, so I don't know anything about it. Now, Dee Dee, is that the same picture that you were just using your metallic pencils on? Okay. I believe I've done a couple of them already. A couple of Kerby Rosanes. And this is how a lot of times I hold my pencils. The colors that I'm using, I just hold them all in my hand like this. You don't have any double pages in Kirby Roseanne's book? I don't guess there are any in this one. I haven't actually looked or paid attention. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do that with my Dr. Seuss book once I get this picture done, so I can lay that book here. But I'm gonna probably just use my new clips and see how they work. Clip the book open. I've been wanting to get some like 6 by 6 by 4 pavers, something like that, to use for bookends. And I can't even find those things around here, not even at Lowe's. Well, now that you mentioned that kind of thing, Dee Dee, I've been really curious about your setup when you are actually recording out by your fire pit. Now, let me ask you guys this. When you get close to being done with the picture, do you get in a hurry? Yeah, I've been very curious about how you do your camera and stuff like that being outside by the fire pit. All right, yeah, that would be awesome.
instant gift with select Stearns & Foster mattresses when you shop at Mattress Firm. We don't play games out here.
I love them. Also, the section is right here.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
I was wondering about that because I tend to get in a hurry when I get close to being done, and then I start making mistakes. Thank you. Sorry, guys, had to go outside for a second. Mail lady just left something at my door, so I had to holler at her, thank her. That's probably what I need to do too, Sherry, so that I don't mess up. Now, let me show you guys something that I got. Let me zoom out if I can. I got some smart plugs. So I'm going to hook this up. I'm going to try to hook my lights that are here on my art table into one of these and see if I can't get my listening device to turn the lights on. So this will be really interesting if I can get this to work the way I want it to. Then I'll just be able to tell it to turn the art table on and all the lights will come on, hopefully. Well, I think we have 2 towers completed. So I've got one more to go. Zoom back in just a little bit. What looks sharp? My razor blade? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that's how you, I thought maybe that's how you were using the term sharp, but I wasn't for sure. So I was just clarifying, but I did think that's what you meant. Thank you. Now it can kind of throw me off too. Like if I get interrupted, like I just, because I thought I heard the mail lady outside. They don't ever tap on the door or anything like that to let me know they've left something there. I just heard movement, so I thought I would go look, and sure enough, actually, she had made it farther away than normal. That's why I had to go outside and kind of yell down the way for her. But then when I come back, it's like, okay, pressure, everything is a little bit different. I kind of have to kind of get into it again. Yes, my flow got interrupted. That's right. I guess it's a little unfortunate, but I don't trust my neighbors. I'm not going to leave a package outside if I can help it.
Kids can't hide anything from me. I know. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Charmin Ultra Strong has a delicately texture that's more durable and it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Nutrish Whole Health Blend. New look, same thoughtfully crafted nutrition. Made to help support your dog's active mind, healthy body, and balanced energy. Nutrish Whole Health Blend.
In 2026 CRV Trail Sport Highway. Introducing the latest addition to the Honda Trail Sport Lab. Our most capable CRV country. Explore the CRV Trail Sport Hybrid at your local Honda dealer.
I kind of forgot to point it out to Fernanda while she was here that I did do the background because she asked me about that the last time she was here. And at that point in time, I was not actually planning on doing it. And then she asked me if I was going to put a background, and I told her I wasn't sure, but then I got to thinking, well, maybe I should. Well, that's very true, Dee Dee. Well, I agree with Sherry. Good for you. A lot of people would not have the courage. Okay, Monty. Well, now that you mention it, Dee Dee, I do kind of see that like you're turned up the pace a little bit. Sorry about my arm, guys. I had to participate. Now, this color right here is the exact same color as the color beneath it. It's just a different value. I want to keep it light just so there is some separation. I'm just adding a little bit of color here, guys, because it's a little more yellow than I want. That's better. Hard to see on camera, I can tell, but I'm just barely touching that paper, very lightly, just to break up that yellow a little bit. Okay, Thomas.
That comes done. A fancy cube. Cooling flavor crystals. Fancier. Too fancy. Just the right amount of fancy. Icebreakers. Ooh, fancy.
Survey monkey.
Oh, you guys know what I've been thinking about buying? I've been thinking about buying myself a cello. Yeah, I've wanted one for a long time, so I've been thinking about it. They're kind of expensive, though. Yes, the cello is in the violin family. You have like a violin, you have a viola, the cello, and a bass, an upright bass. I would say the most you would get would be a picture of me with it because I would not play it for other people to hear. I'm too self-conscious for that kind of stuff. I have a video that I posted like quite some time ago. I was still in Hawaii when I posted it, of me playing my ukulele and singing a song. Trust me, I won't be making no money doing that kind of stuff. I can't remember which ukulele I was playing now. I can't remember if I was playing my mango or if I was playing the other one. I had two ukuleles. Yeah, I was going to see if I could find a picture here. I got to scroll down through here. You mentioned playing harmonica. There's Hillbilly. I've owned so many different musical instruments. Thank you, Sherry. Now, I'm going to zoom this picture out because I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. My hands are getting pretty tired. And I want something left to do a little bit over the weekend. But it's almost a completed picture. There you go, Thomas. That's probably my best instrument. Thank you, Sherry. I think it looks pretty good, considering it's almost all done with the same four colors. Thank you, Dee Dee. I like it. Well, I think your picture probably brings out a little bit more of that contrast, even because your buildings are a little bit lighter than mine. So that makes, and your purple's darker, and that makes it pop more. But that's what I was talking about earlier. So I have to be careful about comparing what I do with what other people do in terms of better or not as good and stuff like that. They're just different.
Guys, if you're bad for making you wait. Just kidding. They just think you like vote.
But anyway, guys, I've had fun. I thought I might be able to finish it, but I kind of want something to do over the weekend just in case. So everybody have a great weekend. I will see you, well, I'll see you farmers tonight, and I'll see the colorists on Monday. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for joining the live stream, everybody.
Well, talk to their healthcare provider.
Thomas,
Vaccination today.
Monty, of course, Dee Dee, Sherry,
Dreamed of a berry, just like you expect from Hawk.
and I will catch everybody after the weekend. Well, tonight for farming and then Monday morning. Until then, everybody, God bless.